Hey guys, what's up? Connor from the Connor and Landon Show here, and today I'm going to give you guys an update video on my CD collection. I said I was going to do this like probably months ago, but I'm finally deciding finally deciding to do it now. First off, Smashing Pumpkins poster, Beatles poster, Slipknot poster. Yeah. Just thought you guys should be updated on that for some odd reason, even though half of you don't know who I am or care. But yeah, CD collection update video. I don't know why I say there's rules for these videos, but there is, I guess. Any albums that you want me to get on CD and or vinyl, because I do collect vinyl, even though my record player is not there anymore, because it broke, and I'm mad. But yeah, so any albums you want me to get on CD that you think I should get on CD or vinyl, like recommendations, or any albums that you think I should review, comment section below. I plan on reviewing Nevermind by Nirvana, as in me and Landon reviewing Nevermind by Nirvana at some point, so don't expect it soon. So yeah, let's not waste any more time and get into it with... Okay, CD collection, here we go. So first off, we have Green Day, the studio albums, 1990 to 2009. Quattro. Tre. Dos. Uno. Awesome as Fuck. 21st Century Breakdown. Bullet in a Bible. American Idiot. Shenanigans, International Super Hits, Warning, Nimrod, Insomniac, Dookie, Kerplunk, 1039 Smooth Out Slappy Hours, Led Zeppelin, Mothership, Physical Graffiti, Houses of the Holy, Led Zeppelin 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we have a few albums by a band that I used to love, but now I kind of detest them. In fact, I don't even know why I own them anymore. Hollywood Undead, Notes from the Underground, American Tragedy, Desperate Measures, Swan Songs, Van Halen, A Different Kind of Truth, Rise Against the Black Market, and Van Halen 1984. Actually, Van Halen 1984, and Harley Davidson's Motorcycles, Road Songs. So next, continuing this on. Alright, so we got The Offspring, Americana. Ixnay on the Ombre. All Time Low, Nothing Personal. The All American Rejects, Kids in the Street. When the World Comes Down, Move Along. The self-titled album. Fort Minor, The Rising Tide. Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory. That's not Hybrid Theory. That is called The Hunting Party, and I'm stupid. Living Things. 1,000 Suns. Minutes to Midnight. Meteora. And Hybrid Theory. There. For anyone who got pissed off. If you did. That'd be stupid. Okay. Bullet for My Valentine. Scream Aim Fire. Then we got Blink-182, The Dogs Eating Dogs EP. Neighborhoods. Greatest Hits. Self-titled album. Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. Enema of the State. Dude Ranch. Cheshire Cat. Sound City. Reel to Reel. Foo Fighters. Sonic Highways. Wasting Light. The Color and the Shape. Queens of the Stone Age, Songs for the Deaf. Goo Goo Dolls, Dizzy Up the Girl. Run DMC, Tougher Than Leather. Michael Jackson, Escape, Dangerous, Thriller, AC/DC, Back in Black, and finally, last but not least, on this first section, Highway to Hell. So next we have, actually, if I were to show you, it'd be the next row of CDs. So we got, alright, so next row, by the way, noise in the background, that's a fan. It's very fucking hot in here, so I turned one on. So yeah, we have Elvis Presley, or Elvis, 50 Worldwide Gold Hits, Volumes 1 and 2, The Black Keys, El Camino. By the way, I recently got the album Brothers by them on vinyl. Then we got the Beatles, Let It Be. Then my favorite album of all time, and in my opinion the greatest album ever made, Abbey Road. I don't care if you say different. We got Yellow Submarine, the White Album, Magical Mystery Tour, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, Yesterday and Today. It is Yesterday and Today, by the way. A few of them are like that, because I didn't have enough ink in my printer to print off the album cover, because I downloaded them from iTunes. Well, actually, my uncle gave me this. Okay. So then we got Revolver, which is my second favorite Beatles album. Rubber Soul. Help. Beatles 65. Something New. A Hard Day's Night. Beatles' second album. Meet the Beatles. Please Please Me. And then 3 Beatles like compilation albums that I made myself. Then the Beatles 1. Then Mudvayne, The New Game, LD50, Bush, 16 Stone, the only good album by Bush in my opinion. Weezer, Everything Will Be Alright at the End, my favorite album of 2014. Death to False Metal, Hurley, Gratitude, piece of shit album. Then the Red Album, Make Believe, Green Album, Pinkerton, the Blue Album, and the Blue Album, I guess. Tell the Wet Sprocket, 5 Live, Fear, and Pale. Then I'm gonna move this over and then do the rest of it because I don't want that falling over. Then we got U2, Achtung Baby, however you pronounce it, I don't know, it's German. Then the best of 1980 to 1990 and the B-Sides album, Zeropa, All That You Can't Leave Behind, and The Unforgettable Fire. Then we got Jack White, Lazaretto, and Blunderbuss, The White Stripes, Icky Thump, and Get Behind Me, Satan, Radiohead, The King of Limbs, and Rainbows, Hail to the Thief, Kid A, second best album of the 90s, OK Computer, The Bends. Then we got Shallow Bay, the best of Breaking Benjamin. They have a new album out, by the way, and assuming how Breaking Benjamin's my mom's favorite band of all time, I'm not kidding, she's probably going to go out and buy it soon. Then we got Phobia, but also, I didn't really want to take this apart, but also in here we have Dear Agony, but I lost this CD case holder thingy for it, so I can get this closed. So yeah. Then we got Saturate, Hail to the King by Avenged Sevenfold, Nightmare, Waking the Fallen, yeah. Then Def Leppard, Euphoria, and Hysteria, Daft Punk, Random Access Memories, System of a Down, Mesmerize, Toxicity, and the self-titled debut album, The Killers, Sawdust, Sugar Ray and the Pursuit of Leisure, Floored, and in my opinion, not the, but probably the second best progressive rock album ever made, Rush, 2112. So that was that. Next, I'm going to be going on to the next row of CDs. So that is... Alright, so next up we got my probably now second favorite album by a band that I've gotten extremely into over the last few weeks. Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and Infinite Sadness. Siamese Dreams will always be like my favorite album by them. Now at least. This used to be my favorite album by them, but you know, I listen to Siamese Dreams a lot now. Then we got Depeche Mode, Violator, then Music for the Masses, then Matchbox 20, Yourself or Someone Like You, Chumbawamba, Tub Thumper, Slipknot, Point 5, The Great Chapter, my favorite album by them, Iowa, and the self-titled album. That was a limited edition, by the way. And Finger 11, Them Versus You Versus Me. Not the best album by Finger 11, probably actually their worst, but it's the only one I actually have. Yeah. Then the Spider-Man soundtrack, don't ask. Soil, True Self. 3 Doors Down, Another 700 Miles. Red Hot Chili Peppers, I'm With You. Stadium Arcadium. And By the Way. Yeah. The Presidency of the United States of America. The self-titled album. Then Ecstasy, Oranges and Lemons. The Gorillaz, Demon Days. Sum 41, All Killer No Filler. My Chemical Romance, Danger Days, True Lies, The Fabulous Killjoys. The Black Parade. 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. Whitesnake, The Millennium Collection. 20th Century, whatever. Hinder, Extreme Behavior. Panic at the Disco, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. The Tron Legacy soundtrack. Tenacious D, Rise of the Phoenix. Pick of Destiny. And the self-titled album. Yeah. After that we got Coldplay, Milo Xyloto, Sugar, Good Charlotte. I almost said Sugar Ray for some odd reason. Good Charlotte, Young and the Hopeless, self-titled album, The Lightning Seeds, Sense, and the Bare Naked Ladies, Everything to Everyone. Then after that, yeah, we got Eminem, the Marshall Mathers LP 2, Recovery, not my favorite album by him, Curtain Call, The Hits, then my favorite album by him is Masterpiece, Marshall Mathers LP, then we got the Beastie Boys, Licensed to Ill, Maroon 5, Yourself or Someone, It Won't Be Soon Before Long. I'm getting bands mixed up today. Pink Floyd, Momentary Lapse of Reason. I am sorry for this, but Dark Side of the Moon, I know, I don't own it actually on CD, but I do own it on vinyl, and I have a poster of it. Next up we got Nirvana, In Utero, Incesticide. So I'm going to backtrack for a second. You know how I said OK Computer by Radiohead was the second best album of the 90s? Well, the first best album of the 90s is Nevermind by Nirvana, obviously. Who else would it be by? But then after that, we have their debut album, Bleach. Then we got Soundgarden, Bad Motorfinger, Stone Temple Pilots, Core, Alice in Chains, Dirt, Pearl Jam, 10, Seether, Finding Beauty in Negative Spaces, Saving Gable, self-titled album, 3 Days Grace, 1X, Real Big Fish, Why Do They Rock So Hard? I'm going to go back for a second. 3 Days Grace, July 31st. They're going to be at the Hard Rock Casino in Sioux City, Iowa, and I'm seeing them for free. Because I was going to see Slash and Miles Kennedy, so my friend called in and said, hey, are you sure it's only 21 and older? And they said, yeah, it's in the casino, but you know what, because we feel bad, we'll let you guys go see 3 Days Grace for free. And we were like, oh, okay. Then we got AFI, December Underground, The Clash, London Calling, Third Eyed Blind, Blue, good. Then we got A Day to Remember, What Separates Me From You, Homesick, Bruno Mars, Doo-Wops and Hooligans, Modest Mouse, Good News for People Who Love Bad News, Kid Rock, Rock and Roll Jesus, Everclear, Songs from an American Movie, Volume 1, Learning How to Smile, Mumford & Sons, Sigh No More. By the way, I heard it's Mumford & Sons' new album. I like it. I like the change. You know, a lot of people may be like, no, I like Mumford & Sons better when they were banjo, when they were acoustic and stuff. But I'm just like, you know what? When Bob Dylan went electric, everyone was like, oh, this is like one of the greatest things ever. No, I think that about Mumford & Sons. Not one of the greatest things ever, but it's still pretty good. Then we got my favorite pop album. That's a two-part album from 2013. Justin Timberlake, The 2020 Experience Part 1 and Part 2. Alright, so I'm going to finish this up on the actual CD rack part, and then I'm going to go through my CD cases. So, last but not least, we got Korn, Follow the Leader, a triple pack Korn album which has the self-titled album, Life is Peachy, and Issue. Then Disturbed, Down with the Sickness, No Doubt, Tragic Kingdom, Simple Plan, No Pads, No Helmets, Just Balls, Shinedown, Amaryllis, Sound of Madness, Us and Them, Crowbot, Something Supernatural, Tool, Lateralis, Anma, Metallica, Death Magnetic, Injustice for All, Master of Puppets, Ride the Lightning, The Ramones, Road to Ruin, Rocket to Russia, Oasis, What's the Story, Morning Glory, Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly. So far, my favorite album of 2015. 2015. I forgot what year it was. So far, my favorite album of 2015. Kinda, but yeah. Then we got, what's it called again? Good Kid, Mad City. Wow. Then we have In Excess, Kick, Iron Maiden, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, Power Slave, and finally, last but not least on the CD racks, The Number of the Beast. Next, CD cases. Okay, so I used to have 3 CD cases, but one of them got water damaged, so now I just have 2. So let's go to this one, which is a Vaults one, and it's kind of metalish. And in here we have The Doors, self-titled album, Strange Days, Slipknot, self-titled album, which I don't know why is in there, because I have it on CD, an actual physical copy. Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses, All Hope Is Gone, The Offspring, Smash, Rage Against the Machine, self-titled album, The Battle of Los Angeles, Crown the Empire, The Fallout, Tool, Undertow, Korn's Greatest Hits, Volume 1, Queens of the Stone Age, Era Vulgaris, Like Clockwork, Them Crooked Vultures, self-titled album, Avril Lavigne, Let Go, Under My Skin, Sum 41, Does This Look Infected, Screaming Bloody Murder, Fall Out Boy, From Under the Cork Tree, Save Rock and Roll, Smash Mouth, Astro Lounge, Motley Crue's Greatest Hits, Nevermind the Bullocks, Here's the Sex Pistols, Linkin Park, The Hybrid Theory EP, or pretty much Hybrid Theory, The Hybrid Theory EP, The Naked and Famous, Passive Me Aggressive You, 3 Days Grace self-titled album, the Foo Fighters, first debut self-titled album, There's Nothing Left to Lose, Echo, Silence, Patience and Grace, and the Greatest Hits album, Skillet, Comatose, Awake, and Rise, Queen's Greatest Hits, The White Stripes, White Blood Cells, Elephant, Sublime's self-titled album, Sublime with Rome, yours truly, Angels and Airwaves, Love Album Part 1 and Part 2, Avenged Sevenfold, City of Evil, self-titled album, which is my favorite album by them, Eminem, The Eminem Show, Relapse, which is my least favorite Eminem album, Trapped, self-titled album, The Police, The Very Best of Sting and the Police, and then the Epic Rap Albums of History, Seasons 1 and 2. Then, in the other CD case, we have, I'm going to unzip it real quick. Okay, so we got the Ramones, self-titled album, Audio Slave, self-titled debut album pretty much, Never Set, Behind Every Door, Pantera, 1990 to 2000, A Decade of Domination, The Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, Don't You Fake It, The Who, Meaty Beaty Big and Bouncy, Backstreet Boys, The Hits, Chapter 1, Never Gone, Soundgarden, Telephantasm, Good Charlotte, The Chronicles of Life and Death, Paramore, Riot, Yellow Card, Ocean Avenue, Aerosmith, Big Ones, Arcade Fire, Funeral, Arctic Monkeys, Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not, Favorite Worst Nightmare, which is my favorite album by them, Suckin' in Sea and AM, Beach Boys, Pet Sounds, Stone Temple Pilots, High Rise EP, which features Chester Bennington as the lead singer because he's now the official lead singer of Stone Temple Pilots. Bad Religion, Recipe for Hate, Stranger Than Fiction, Coldplay, A Rush of Blood to the Head, Viva La Vida or Death and All His Friends, Wheatus, the self-titled album, Incubus, Morning View, Death Grips, Ex-Military, The Money Store, which is a phenomenal album by the way, Dead by Sunrise, Out of Ashes, Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dreams, Slayer, Rain and Blood, Seasons in the Abyss, The Oasis, What's the Story, Morning Glory, which I have on physical copy. It really shouldn't be in there. The Pixies, Doolittle, All Time Low, Don't Panic, Rise Against, Siren Song and the Counterculture, Appeal to Reason, Endgame, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, Californication, Godsmack, Awake, Death for the World to See, for the whole world to see actually, Metallica, The Black Album, Load, Reload, not really a fan of those albums, Misfits, Static Age, and then the Jimi Hendrix Experience, the best of Jimi Hendrix, yeah. Then we got Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. So yeah guys, that was my updated CD collection guys. Like this video if you like this video, and so more reviews of albums, movies, and other probably video games pretty soon, coming out, soon. So yeah, also just an update on this, hopefully Landon still actually has this video on his phone or on his camera. So the day that Jurassic World came out, we went to go see the movie with a whole bunch of our friends in the theaters and everything. Not in 3D, because 3D's unneeded, let's all be completely honest. But yeah, so we went to go see the movie, and we did something that we've wanted to do for a really long time, and honestly it might be a thing that we're starting. It's called First Reaction Reviews. So right as we leave the theater, we're going to go right into my car, his car, whoever's driving, just if it's one of us, because we see movies together a lot. But yeah, so we're going to do a thing called First Reaction Reviews, where we get inside of his car and then we talk about the movie, the entire car ride back to his house, my house, he's dropping me off, I'm dropping him off, or if we're going to someone's house where we're doing something. So yeah, we're going to pretty much talk about the movie, kind of review the movie as a first reaction thing, and then make a first reaction verdict, like something out of 10, because that's our rating system. So yeah, if Landon still has that video on his phone, look out for that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like this video if you like this video. Leave in the comment section below which albums you recommend me to get on CD or vinyl, and also which albums you think that I already have, or that I should listen to, that I should review. Put that in the comments below. That's pretty much it. 3, 2, 1, I'm done. Subscribe.